Today we're talking about McDonald's. So a basic history about McDonald's. It founded at 1940s, and the famous products like Big Macs, McNuggets, it's invented in 1968 to 1973 in Philadelphia. And first McDonald's in UK was in 1974, and up until 1990 it has opened more than 11,000 shops already. And right now there are more than 41,000 locations, 25 billion in revenue, and the market capitalization is over 200 billion, which is the most, the biggest market capitalization in the fast food industry. So our research, two locations we're comparing is Ireland and Hong Kong. So as geographically, Hong Kong is 60 times smaller than Ireland, and it has 7.5 million population, which Ireland has only 5.3 million population regarding to the geographic size. And also the engagement, Hong Kong has more social media followers, platforms to engage in, but also we have find out that the nutrition conscious has different preference as well compared to two countries. We will let you know more about it later. For example, for Ireland, the preferences are more sweeter, more flavorful. Their collaboration are usually with Mars, Milky Way, raspberry and white chocolate pie, like those very Hong Kong people will consider very sweet and also heavy stuff. But in Hong Kong, it's more like changing dynamic. They always have different new things, seasonal selection to choose from. So now we have question time. So can you guys guess which country's McDonald's is this? We're gonna raise up your hands before you, like the food items.
Hong Kong, not Hong Kong.
Yes?
The first one, maybe.
This one is the whole one.
Whole.
Yeah.
We guess.
Okay.
India.
No.
Philippines.
Yes.
I
You're
don't know.
correct.
Jollibee.
You will get candies. Okay, so how about this? Where is this from? There's shrimp, there's seafood. Maybe it's somewhere near the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. No. This is actually quite hot.
Hot.
Sorry? No. It's near the Mediterranean. Like people go there. It's near the sea.
Greece.
Yes, you're right.
Ooh.
Okay, this should be easier.
Thank you for that.
Yes, right. They have actually green curry pie and chopped from crispy rice. How about this? Chicken is the most consumed meat at their country. It's quite far from here. No. Yeah. Their flag is blue. I think somebody mentioned that just now.
Oh, yeah.
It's near to Australia.
New Zealand.
Yes, correct. So for this, some of the items we don't realize, even McDonald's have it, but because of the location preference, they have these special selections as well. This should be easy.
Big hint.
France. Yes, you're correct. Nutella. Where's Nutella from? It's a little bit like a calzone, like a pizza. It's like
Italy.
yes. So they have buffet. It's macaron, but it's not from France. friendly. Many people go there to ski.
Swiss.
Yes. They even have fried shrimp. So we have come up with some research and also asking questionnaire with what is the Hong Kong people's preference as well, and McDonald's, why they go to McDonald's, so let us show.
你好啊，我想嚟今日嚟講下咧，講下你細啦，同埋家庭同埋啲感想嘅，攞呢幾分鐘時間嚟。大概一個禮拜一次啦，一個禮拜一次。個幾禮拜？即係得一兩個禮拜。啲低優惠，睇邊個嚟？豉油，之後做可以食早餐啦，又或者入嚟就食個雪糕都有㗎，係就冇話特定嘅。咁我邊款嘢中意特別中意食？你好啊好啊 ，OK， 係啊係啊好啊。冇乜特別，一般就係就講開心，有啲就係食，即係都特別嘅，因為一間普通嘅快餐。哦，即係都係嚟下嚟求下，我成日食完跟住就走啦，咁樣嘅感覺係，即係比較快啲啦，即係我哋快食啊，快就方便啲嘅選擇。係明白。方便。即係都係啦，啲嘢食上面啲菜。我都係因為平，相對比較平，然後間中就食快餐咁就好方便，就喺度買少嘢食就即係價錢會係一個考量，然後就喺嗰邊明白。即係附近有一間即係住附近嘅，係啦，我了解。十幾好多咯，都食得貴，但係貴咗啦。即係佢啲嘢食呢個都做低，佢都冇變，即係唔會中毒啦。簡單講就係，質素都差唔多。明白。
So from most of the customers, we have known that Hong Kong's customers have basically feels like the quality is very consistent, is very convenient, and also the price is very friendly. And we also had an interview with the manager, but we're not able to film him. But I think the overall for Ireland also, the working vibe and the environment is what the workers value the most. So they also feel like wherever they come from or whichever culture they have, McDonald's is just like a family, not just a working corporate style, but also they take care of them, their family, and also their feelings, their opinions, and they feel like they're not working alone. And the interesting part is actually from before they're going on to manager, they are working on every different stations. So they see it as just from frying French fries or doing burgers. They feel like they are paying a huge effort to help the corporate, and that's what makes them love McDonald's. For Hong Kong as well, for manager in Hong Kong McDonald's, they feel like McDonald's is even life-changing because McDonald's has also provided them another chance to be educated, to go to school, and also they feel like they are making changes and impacts for not just the environment but also the company as well.
Okay, so we actually did a survey in Ireland just to change up a little bit of our results. So we sent out a questionnaire asking kind of the same type of questions that Justin asked when he did the actual interview in Hong Kong. So we kind of see that some of the answers are a little bit similar, and so the most being once a month. I think most times maybe once a week over here. So we have a few here 2 weeks, monthly, so kind of maybe not as much in Ireland. So then favourite meals, so we'll get into it later, the differences, but Big Mac seemed to be the biggest preference that people had in Ireland. And then these are just some of the other ones, but main Big Mac, as you can see, was in most of the answers there. For the fulfilling experience, so Hong Kong seemed to get a much better experience from people, as you saw in the video. They kind of talked about like the Wi-Fi and stuff like that. That is also available in Ireland, but people didn't really acknowledge that or think of it as an experience for them. So for them, it was kind of busy. You know, it didn't have as positive effect or experience, and sometimes it can be relaxing, but it was spacious. So then what keeps coming back again and again, these results were quite standardized across Hong Kong and in Ireland. So as you can see, cheap, nice, convenient, they're kind of the main things that people have said for it. And then in Ireland, I asked the question, like, do people get McDonald's when they're abroad? It kind of was similar to why you keep coming back again and again. And the same reason here is abroad, they also feel like it's a cheap option, easy option, convenient, and it's, as it was already said, the food is quite standardized across, so you know you're going to get a good meal. And then this was kind of the difference. A lot of people actually said that it was kind of fresher abroad, but the main thing, not the biggest difference in it, and as we will go on to the variety in the menus.
So for the global entry strategy, the first one, the primary expansion tool is the franchise model, and 90% of the McDonald's restaurants are franchised. Because the franchise maintaining day-to-day operations, so it allowed sensitivity for the cultural preferences. And they have very strict quality standards, supplier agreements, and training to maintain the consistency. For example, the Hamburger University. And they have and they adapt to the regulatory laws, like they adjust their packaging laws to meet the local standards, and very good brand consistency. For example, the logos, stores, the colors to strengthen the brand identity. And the core logo offerings is the signature items like the Big Mac, the fries, to like maintain their brand identity. And they have some localized products, for example, the burger from Japan, and they have some ionic symbols, for example, the golden arches, so ensuring that the instant recognition while campaigns adapt to the local festival. For example, the mooncake promotion in China.
So now just actually go into these a little bit more. So just some definitions first. So standardization is where things are basically kept the same across the board in like all their locations. So this increases reliability of it and also reduces costs, as you don't need to make different changes in the running of the business. Globalization then is where a global company uses local strategies. So we're going to go into that now. And then localization, so this is where they adapt the menu to fit with socio-cultural, religious, and the food preferences of the community where it's in. So for example, there's no beef or pork in India, and obviously here that there is pork and beef. And then also, as we will go into, so local celebrations. So in Ireland, we have like St. Patrick's Day. In China, for Lunar New Year, they do special promotions for that. So for when we're comparing Ireland and Hong Kong, obviously standardization, it's going to be the same. So the menu concept is the same in both. So it's burger, your chips, fries, the drinks, nuggets, they're the same across. There's also equalities across the board as well. Packaging, packaging is also the same across the board for most of the things. The restaurant layout, so I'm sure most of us have been to Hong Kong McDonald's here, so you can see this was actually taken in Ireland, and it's the exact same, kind of the same layout, quite spacious. Staff uniforms the same, and then signs and slogans are also the same. But when we actually look at localization and what is particular to Ireland, so we obviously use 100% Irish beef. Our menu is more of a beef-based menu, so we actually have 11 burgers that have that are beef-based, where Hong Kong actually only has 5. We also have a vegan section, a breakfast section, which I'll go on to now, and then as I mentioned, this is a shamrock shake. So for St. Patrick's Day, they bring out this shake, which is like mint flavour. So just so this is some of the examples just for anybody who hasn't been to Ireland. These are kind of some of the things that we have for breakfast. So as you can see, this is very different from what's in Hong Kong, and we'll get into what Hong Kong actually has. But you can see we've breakfast wraps, kind of bacon rolls, toasty, we've oats here, and we also have a menu for vegetarians, so mac plant, veggie dippers, you know, so we kind of have, there's a bit of a broader menu there. So actually, these are from Ireland and these are from Hong Kong. So just when we're kind of comparing the two of them, so this one is Hong Kong and then this one is Ireland. So relatively they're kind of similar enough in their size, but one thing I did notice between the Hong Kong and Ireland was the drink cups. So these are actually both medium sized, but if you can see, the Irish one is that little bit bigger. So that's just kind of a difference across the board when you're looking at the two of them.
Okay, so next part we're going to talk about the localization of McDonald's in Hong Kong. The first of all things is the menu adaptation. In Hong Kong, there are many Hong Kong specific preferences. For example, the twisted pasta with beef or ham, something like that. Also, they will have some Hong Kong style drinks like milk tea. It's made McDonald's look like a very local restaurant in Hong Kong, like the Cha Chan Teng or the Bing Shuk. Yeah, they also have many chicken-based meals that Hong Kong people really like that. And also another thing is the cultural campaign. McDonald's do a great job on this. For example, they can collaboration with the local celebrities like the singer Eason Chen, and they will use some Cantonese songs in the advertisement. And for example, the song Tang Tang, maybe you don't know the song name, but the sound you have know the ba da ba ba ba. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, you have familiar with it. Yeah, it's from here. And they will also have some festival packaging for the Lunar New Year and also the Mid-Autumn Festival. Okay, here are more examples for the localized meals, like included the 20% preference, the chicken rice, the chicken burger, like what I mentioned. There were many chicken things and chicken-based meals, and also McCafe and some special pie.
So through this localization and standardization, we want to, so now the game is, we'll give you each 3 markers.
So each group is going to have a country. So we're going to get onto the menu, and you basically have to come up with a McDonald's menu item. So you choose we've kind of given some examples of things that you can do, and you also have to come up with the name of it. So you're going to have 5 minutes, and then you come up and present why you chose to create this menu product. So if you want to put your hand up, whoever has their hand up first, to choose which country you want to do. Japan. Okay. And then you guys are Italy then. So Japan. So if you just want to draw it out on that, so you're going to create your own product. You guys are India with it.
How will?
And then Italy.
If you have the menu, what product you will design?
Italy. Italy, yeah. Italy, yeah. So pizza, pasta, India. We have kind of like curries and stuff, and then Japan, obviously, maybe ramen, sushi. So just kind of get creative.
Terry,
Yes,
you want to design yours?
Yes.
You want to design yours? If you want, you can design yours. You can choose one and design. And you can also be the product manager in McDonald's.
Why not?
Yeah.
I pass it to Jen, let's do it.
Localize some food.
Okay.
Try the
Localize.
So kind of think along what McDonald's has their menus. Kind of keep it similar, but and come up with a name for it as well.
It's fine.
Remember to with McDonald's values.
And also remember a name for the name.
Three more minutes. Remember, you need to say out your reasons and also just like that.
Show the work with the judge.
Huh?
Just put that in the
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Okay, 2 more minutes, and then we're going to present.
Last minute.
Are you guys done?
Yes. We are done.
You're done? Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Want to be a first one.
Okay, you guys present.
Yeah.
So you present your ideas. So,
Okay.
We chose the country is Japan, and this is the characters of Chiikawa. And then we inspired by the fantastic that McDonald's have before, which is the burger but in rice and rice. So this one is the seaweed, and this is the rice, and we used one of the characters of Chiikawa, and then this is the ramen pork, and this is rice. So this is another character of Chiikawa, which is Usagi, and he said it's good. Yes.
Very good.
So I guess our group is more realistic. We try to localize the product. So the first would be like chicken tikka masala, the famous dish, signature dish of Indian cuisine. Will be like the famous Big Mac series. So we thought the meat flavor will be more familiar to the Indians. Also, naan is also a popular food, so we thought naan dough would be interesting. So instead of hamburger bread, we use naan instead, and it has vegetarian friendly option like falafel, and like maybe you can choose chicken or lamb. And this is an Indian dango, so I think it's circular shape and you can break it, and I think it's quite easy to make. And I heard my Indian friends really love it, and they just bring it out I think it will be a good takeaway snack. Also, that's the chicken yogurt dipping sauce, which is I think not that different from what McDonald's originally have, but a special dipping sauce in Indian flavor might be good. And this is honey, what is it? How can I pronounce it? Pie? Mumbang pie? Bean pie? Yeah, it's a traditional cuisine style. Yeah, so it's like a sweet dessert as well. So we thought it was
Okay, this is our pie burger. Yes, because we emphasize on the circle. As you know, Italian like pizza, right? We use pizza as the bread, and in the middle we add some spaghetti, and also add some pineapple inside, and it is very yummy. And we also add a drink which is the cappuccino plus pizza juice, including pineapple. Very yummy, and it is very yummy.
Okay.
And this is lunch limited because Italian. Because we think cappuccino only in afternoon is most yummy. Yeah.
Very creative.
Yes.
Okay, so I think Kenneth will be the judge with this round.
Yeah.
What do you think?
From side dish, moving sauce and
We have cute, we have realistic and creative.
Sushi. You got name already.
Creativity-wise, right? I'll go for team one. I think that's interesting. I like the job.
Okay, so let us move on to the next part of.
Okay, so the next part is segmentation. So in Ireland, they kind of cater it towards family friendly orientated. So obviously we have the Happy Meals, it comes with a toy, I know that it's the same here. It also comes with colouring books, so this is just an example of one here. And also on World Book Day, they give out a token to get a free book. And also in some of the restaurants, they have play zones, so they may have slides and stuff like that, so it's very family orientated. It's also targeted at low to middle income people due to the low price of the meals and stuff. Also young people, it's targeted at students and stuff. And then also a night owl. So McDonald's in Ireland is open 24/7 in a lot of places. So people that are out late at night, they can get McDonald's whenever they want. Behavioural wise, so obviously price conscious people, the value of the meals is quite low. And then on convenience as well. So as we did see from the survey that we did, a lot of people have said was with convenience. And then from what we just did there, it's also segmented by geographic, as we just did, all the different places and the different tastes that they have there.
And the segmentation in Hong Kong, McDonald's focus on the families. They provide the Happy Meals with toys tied to the local IPs like the Life Friends or the very popular IPs in Hong Kong like the Cereal. They have the kid-friendly play zones, and the McCafe and also the all-day breakfast will focus on the young professionals. And for behavioral, just like the interview videos, the customer said they will they like the convenience and the cheaper price of McDonald's, and also McDonald's provide both and air conditioning, and also provide the free Wi-Fi air conditioning, and also partnership with the Foodpanda and Deliveroo. But Ascent News, the Deliveroo is going to exit Hong Kong and Ascent News. And also they partnership with this kind of companies, they will have a delivery service. And also the extra value meals or the budget-friendly lunch sets is also a point that attract the customers.
Okay, so the positioning of McDonald's in Ireland. So they kind of have five main areas that they're trying to focus on or do focus on. So great food, planet positive, great restaurant, community connection, and positive people. So when we kind of go into it a little bit more, so this is, as you can see here, this is the menu in Ireland. So it's kind of has a lot of more healthier options that they're getting into, so with like salads and stuff, lower calories. So this menu here is actually catered to meals under like 400 calories or meals under 600 calories, so it helps people to stay within their goals. Also, it serves local communities, so you can see over in the corner here, the Youth Opportunity Ireland, so this helps students and stuff with like skills and everything. And they also sponsor some different sporting events, so they've sponsored a local football club there. So they've eco-friendly packaging and sustainable sourcing, so as I said, they use 100% Irish beef, but they've also collaborated with Irish farmers, so they get their milk and stuff from there, the free-range eggs, so this is all sustainable sourcing. And then also they have a mantra. They have a mantra of quality, service, cleanliness, and value. So quality, so that's the food quality. Service, make sure it's up to speed, it's quick. Cleanliness, that's not just of the restaurants, it's also on their carbon footprint. So they're really trying to be more sustainable in their things. And then value, obviously, as a big thing that was mentioned, it's a good value for money.
Yeah, and for the positioning in Hong Kong, there's also some similar thing to the Ireland. For example, the fast, convenient, and affordable. This kind of keywords is also present in the Hong Kong. Like the fast, they prepare the food and prepare the food fast. And also they will have the, yes, what I mentioned is the delivery service. They're very convenient. And also the affordable price. As what I have mentioned, the customer mentioned in the interview videos, the price and the convenience is the consideration of them why they will come to McDonald's. And there are also some unique keywords in positioning in Hong Kong, like the Hong Kong McDonald's will very focus on the community. They will sponsor the marathon and also do some innovation, for example, of the self-order device. And they will have many electronic payments like Alipay, WeChat, PayMe. And nowadays you can just scan the code, scan the QR code on the table, and you can just sit there and you can finish all the process. Last but not least, they also have some sustainability. Yeah, they are aligning with the Hong Kong government environmental policy. They use the paper straws instead of the plastic one, to reduce the plastic usage.
So it's a question time again. Which is the reason Filet-O-Fish is introduced? The religious reason, lighter meal choice, fish is fresher, fish has lower calories. Like, you gotta raise up before you answer.
And you get economy.
What do you think? Like, it first introduced in the menu. Why is it?
Yeah?
No. Yes, because there's actually many people. So in the largest McDonald's, there's actually a zoo, aquarium, car park, or dogs and cats corner in the McDonald's. No. Zoo. No. Yes, it's actually in Orlando. So best-selling item in McDonald's should be nuggets. No.
Like nuggets.
No.
Fries.
Yeah, fries. It's fries. Let's move on to the pricing policy.
So the pricing policy in Ireland, so it does have a price discrimination. So in areas that are more affluent, the prices are higher than areas that are less affluent. So when you look at Ireland and Hong Kong for a Big Mac, I changed the Ireland one, it was €5.80. So that's 49 Hong Kong dollars, whereas in Hong Kong it's only 35 Hong Kong dollars. We have a Euro Saver menu in Ireland. So obviously the items only cost €1, so that's around 8 Hong Kong dollars for, you might get like a burger, twisted fries, used to be like that as well. The way McDonald's do it is perceived affordability, and they do this by menu engineering. So they have low prices like the Euro Saver menu that attracts people in, but once they're there and buying things, they keep adding stuff, so this brings up the cost of their meal. And then also McDonald's in Ireland do combo deals and bundles, so something may be more expensive when you buy it by itself, but when you add on a bundle deal to it, it actually ends up being cheaper. So that's another thing that they do in Ireland.
So the pricing strategy drivers, there are mainly three factors. The first one is urban density. So for the high population density allows more cost efficiency despite their very expensive real estate. The second one is competitive market, like McDonald's should compete with other local markets, so it's requiring a balanced affordability. The third one is currency stability. So the prices in Hong Kong compared to the US or other countries avoid currency volatility risks faced in other markets. And for the pricing policy in Hong Kong, so they offers actual value meals and budget-friendly options like 22 Hong Kong dollars for the dinner or for the lunch, also the breakfast deals. And they offer some premium positioning. It charges slightly higher prices than the mainland China. Also, for the island, there has some price difference. Like in mainland China, there are 25 for a meal, and in Hong Kong, there are 45. And there are also some limited time premium items. And the price is dynamic. So for the offset inflation rate increases and the supply chain costs rise, the price will slightly rise. And they use the digital coupons and apps inclusive discounts to, for example, the buy one get one free or some free items like to attract more people.
So now for the product policy in Ireland, so this is kind of what McDonald's do to make sure that the quality of their food stays well and good. So first of all, as I said, so it's 100% Irish beef. So that is with Board Beer Quality is our food quality service. So you can see that it's actually on the Big Mac box there up in the right. So that's the Board Beer Quality mark. All, as I said, ingredients are locally sourced, so they partnership with farmers and people to bring in milk, eggs, and the meat, as I was saying. And also, they have an animal welfare system, so the Royal Society for the Prevention of Animal Cruelty. And also, they sustainably source fish, so they make sure, as we were saying about their values, that it's more sustainable.
So for the product policy in Hong Kong, they have very strict meat sourcing, like the suppliers are approved and adhering to 3 animal welfare guidelines, including the WAP standards. And it has some halal certification to the local Muslim community, and they show some respect to the Islamic dietary laws. Also, it has very strict adherence to the FEHD regulations, including the HACCP for preventing the contamination, and the allergens are clearly labeled on the menus. Also, it has some ingredient transparency. It moves towards the natural ingredients, and artificial trans fats were phased out globally by 2018. For example, the sauces they have used some the regionally available spices. And there's also some challenges in Hong Kong. The first one is the rent costs. So high rents in premium locations needs McDonald's to address their price policy to enhance their perceived values by change more promotions or the packaging styles. And the second one is health trends. So the rising demand for the healthier options need McDonald's to do some menu innovation or do the nutritional transparency. And the third one is the political instability. So it may address the operations during the periods of social unrest, or they can engage in some community to build a trust, or they can diversify notify their suppliers to avoid risks.
So the distribution policy of Ireland and Hong Kong, I think it's basically quite similar because it's through delivery partnership, and Hong Kong has its own delivery McDonald's platform as well. And actually, Hong Kong has more 24/7s McDonald's comparing to Ireland. And the main difference is Ireland operates with drive-through as well. So mainly, almost half of its revenue is coming from drive-through, as Ireland, UK, and US actually has the same consumer patterns as in that way. And also with Hong Kong, it has high delivery engagement because, especially with the technology and how people are dealing with fast lifestyle in Hong Kong right now, most of the people the delivery customers are more than the customers who really stays in the shop to consume McDonald's. And with the advertising strategies, it's quite different as well. For Ireland, it's mostly buzz on general social media platforms, and their influencers are mostly athletes. For Hong Kong, it's more digital marketing. It's about novelty, the immersive experience. They try to enhance their app as in more gamification, involve more gaming involved, and also with celebrities oriented and in-app experience, it has more than 2 million users in Hong Kong McDonald's, which is a very efficient apps compared to all those for delivery platforms in Hong Kong. And here comes our next game. So can each group has one representative out, please?
Yeah.
It's a blind tasting. One person. It'll be fun.
Who are hungry? Who is hungry? Who feels hungry? Who is hungry?
Just want to test whether you really know well Tissue, just in case. Tissue, just in case.
Don't give any hints.
But the part is you need to actually use the chopstick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Okay. First you'll try this.
Yeah, why you go?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Wait. Okay, just chicken nugget with barbecue sauce. Yeah.
Professional. Wow, professional.
We will help you. Okay.
Should we
Yes.
get
Yeah.
3, 2, 1?
Yes. 3, 2, 1. But you need somebody to help. Wait, and you help this one. Okay. 3. Yes.
Wow.
Here comes the last one.
This is the last one.
I think most just know this one. Okay.
Right.
On.
Wait, set. Last one.
Okay.
What sauce? What sauce is that?
The original one. The classic one.
Sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Okay.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Regular salad. Yeah, regular salad game. So professional. Sometimes I know the taste, but I never know the name. I know the taste, but I never know the name.
Everybody will get a prize. So overall, we have analyzed the strength and also the weakness, opportunities, like a SWOT analysis about McDonald's. So we think that overall, McDonald's has a very strong and consistent values and missions, like are not just carrying within the corporate, but also with its workers, its frontline workers. And also there are very much opportunities that for them to expand even more, even if it's the biggest fast food chain in the world already, because of its they have planned their sustainability since a while long ago, and also with drive-ins, and also they're more and more conscious about my plants and vegetarian options, and also being healthy perspective with having calories stated in some of the countries of McDonald's. And we think that McDonald's is not just a normal normal company, but also is a very outstanding company that not just fast food chain or fast food industry could learn from, but also any other industry can learn from how they operate, and their supply chain, that they have a very strong supply chain as well. And also their marketing strategy, especially in Hong Kong, is very, very notable, because through they have in New Year's they have a Hello Kitty McDonald's mahjong set, for example, and a week ago it has started with Minecraft collaboration that makes a lot of people start posting about having Minecraft Legos with the Happy Meals, and many McDonald's is also a memory of most of the young people as well. So that's the end.
That's all. Thank you.
Have like
If you've any
question
questions.
time.
Okay. Vicky.
I want to ask, as one of the pictures that you have shown is that McDonald's has the food panda and Deliveroo for different as my memory, I remember before food panda and Deliveroo they had one song for McDonald's own, but now song is cancelled. Do you think is it a good choice for McDonald's to choose food panda because Deliveroo is also closed now, and just pizza and food panda? Do you think this is a good choice for McDonald's to separate their jobs to other company but not buy and sell?
Well, I think it's good for them because they could cut a portion of the cost as well, because they have their own delivery team. It will cost a lot more, especially in Hong Kong. Everybody has a minimum wage, and with that, they just put on the platform with trustworthy platform like not Deliveroo anymore, but Kita and Food Panda. I think it's a good choice and good option for them.
Okay, good question here. We still got 2 minutes, right? Back to you, Bobo. questions. Things you like, maybe things you like. Maybe I ask first then. For Hong Kong market, then what would you recommend Hong Kong market, Hong Kong management to do better in the future? What to do?
They need to try to think how to change the mindset of some customers because
That's
nowadays the health conscious they won't choose McDonald's because of health conscious. They think so much oil, so much fries.
That's right.
Yes,
Just go back to your SWOT analysis then. You know, you might get a hint from your SWOT analysis.
Yes.
The last slide you got. Is that for the Hong Kong or for the island?
No, it's the overall McDonald's picture, like
Okay.
external.
What do you think? Keep going here, Justin. I think you're on the right track.
Yes, the thing because I think that the health conscious is the main as a threat for them they have to face because how to change the mindset or how to make people think McDonald's still have some maybe if they have choice maybe they can promote some salad. Just I learned some salad or some meal or some is maybe less oil or no fried things for them to change to make McDonald's their image become a healthier things. Hopefully they make them think I can also eat very healthy in McDonald's. I think they can try some healthier meal.
Okay.
Change the mindset.
Are there any difference, right, in terms of their publicity? Like in Hong Kong, we have, like other places there, we have what we call Ronald McDonald's House Program.
Yes.
It's a worldwide initiative, right?
Yes.
So would that be a right direction? They have to focus a bit more on this, what we call CSR initiative. Project better image, right?
Yeah, well, definitely that was kind of the way that they've positioned themselves is serving local communities. So as Justin was saying with the marathon, they support that in Hong Kong, and then in Ireland they have a lot of schemes with farmers and stuff actually supporting in communities, and then the youth group that's teaching kids skills through different activities and everything, and then even having it being so kid orientated, on World Book Day they give out tokens and stuff. So I think that they do a lot for the community and stuff like that, and obviously the Ronald McDonald is worldwide as well. So I think McDonald's do have a charitable side that they really hone in on.
Good. Nice. All right. Now for you.
Some feedbacks is also okay.
You've got 1-2 minutes. Ray?
I think in Hong Kong, they want to fulfill their CSR. They have launched the MADdicted program, I think, and this is recognized by the government at center level as a degree.
Wow.
Yeah. And do you think this is appropriate management strategy in Hong Kong compared to the island? I'm not sure that island have the management training program or not.
Well, they would have it when the onboarding process and everything like that, but it's done actually in McDonald's rather than being government done like it is in Hong Kong, if you're saying that.
And Ireland provide a lot of jobs that you're first graduated to get into McDonald's as well. So I think overall the CSR program now Hong Kong is overweight Ireland for the time being, because for McDonald's there's even children's hospital, all these kind of things in Hong Kong are going on. So I think McDonald's is definitely having a strong CSR.
Good? Happy? All right, double check. See everybody happy or still have a question or two? Eunice? Annabelle? I know you're all exhausted. Still trying to very fast. Erica, you are the expert for the food. You should have something. Crack it off. All right, everybody. Thank you. Before I forgot, 1 minute, I'll take a picture for you.